Hi, my name is Kate Hennon.
And my name is Kylee Loyson. We are from the Minneota FCCLA chapter, and we are competing in Level 3.
Did you know that 1 out of 3 cancer deaths are related to your diet?
Yes, isn't that alarming? And did you know that 1 out of 3 teens have thought about committing suicide? This too is a statistic that should cause us all to pause. We should all be concerned about our nutrition and long-term health and wellness.
Our project relates to the national program Student Body, which is a program that helps members learn to make informed, responsible choices for their physical and mental health, while also providing opportunities to teach others. The teen years are an ideal time to establish healthy attitudes and habits to last a lifetime. Our project meets the Family and Consumer Sciences National Standard 14.1, which is to analyze factors that influence nutrition and wellness practices across the lifespan.
Good nutrition is essential to keeping current and future generations healthy throughout their lifetime. In our Family and Consumer Science Child Development class, we have learned how important a healthy diet is to keep children growing and to develop properly and to reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease and high blood pressure.
For example, fewer than 1 in 10 adolescents and adults eat enough fruits or vegetables. We actually should be consuming a daily total of 5 cups of fruits and vegetables.
Maintaining an optimal level of wellness is absolutely crucial to live a higher quality of life. Wellness matters because everything we do and every emotion we feel relates to our well-being.
According to Total Access Medical, creating balance in our lives is an important part of wellness. A balanced life can mean many things, depending on culture, circumstances, resources, and other factors.
For our nutrition and wellness project, we surveyed, tracked, researched, and made a meal plan for my family and I.
We organized and completed our project using the FCCLA planning process. The first step in the planning process is to identify our concerns. Our first concern was that people do not understand the importance of their nutrition and wellness in their lives. A healthy diet throughout life supports development and aging, helps to maintain healthy body weight, and reduces the risk of chronic disease. Wellness shapes nearly every aspect of everyday life. A good wellness promotes balance, healing, physical and mental health, and personal growth.
Another concern we have explored is a personal concern. We would like to use this opportunity to explore career pathways, whether it be in nutrition as a registered dietitian, nutritionist, food scientist, or a wellness coach.
The second step in the FCCLA planning process was to set a goal. The goal we created when completing this project was to provide knowledge on the importance of proper nutrition and wellness in one's daily life.
The first thing we needed to do to complete our project was to survey my family and I to see what our everyday nutrition and wellness life was like to fully understand where we stood in both categories.
Included in Kylie's family are her parents, Doug and Jody, Kylee, and her younger sister, Mariah. With dance and living on a farm, their family is extremely busy. Sometimes schedules hardly allow them to have a meal together, resulting in snacking and not complete meals. On an average day, before running out the door, they will grab a snack or leftovers because they are always available and easily accessible. Another important factor to touch on is that while always on the run, they forget to hydrate themselves.
Myself and Mariah, we are very involved in dance, especially this time of the year with preparing for the production of the Nutcracker. My mom, Jody, is constantly running with us, making sure that we get to our activities on time. Doug similarly is on the move, but in a different way, running around the farm, making sure the cattle are fed and completing various tasks. We are all found to be under the recommended amount of sleep. Screen time among our family is extremely high, spending between 1.5 to 3 hours per day using entertainment.
Our next step was to research our topics of nutrition and wellness. The 5 nutrition issues that we found were that diets are lacking important vitamins and nutrients, too many sugary snacks are being consumed, there are too many carbs in every meal, portion sizes are too large, and not starting the day off with a nutritious meal.
The 5 wellness issues we found were not drinking enough water, not getting enough sleep, too much time spent looking at a screen, not getting enough exercise, and not taking care of personal hygiene. To fully understand my family and I's health, We tracked our nutrition and wellness activity from December 27th to January 5th for 10 days straight. Each family member reported to me what they ate, and I tracked information online on a Google Docs chart. After putting the data tracked into MyFitnessPal, we created different reports.
After reading through the data of the week's tracking, it was interesting to see the food intake and physical activity completed. However, it was shocking to find how unhealthy they had been eating. It was helpful for us to utilize MyPlate and MyFitnessPal to understand and track all data. After analyzing and tracking the data tables, we knew changes could be made for the family. Some nutrition and wellness concerns that we have are too much screen time, not enough water intake, not brushing their teeth twice a day, not enough fruit or vegetable intake, and not a nutritious breakfast.
We then developed 7 SMART goals for our project. The first goal was to incorporate fruits and vegetables into each meal throughout the day by always having a fresh supply that is always prepared, using vegetables in the main dish, and eating fruits and vegetables for snacks rather than unhealthy foods.
Our second goal was to start off the day with a more nutritious breakfast by setting aside time in the morning to prepare and consume breakfast.
Next was to increase the water intake to 48 to 64 ounces of water per day by finding a suitable water bottle, setting times throughout the day to drink water, and adding reminders on a phone.
Our fourth goal was to increase the individual's hours of sleep per day by trying to get around 7 to 10 hours of sleep, which is what is recommended.
Our fifth goal is to lower the individual's screen time from 1 to 2 hours a day, where one can promote more interaction with family during that time.
Next was to exercise at least 30 minutes each day, which can be carried out by finding a physical activity pertaining to the individual's interests that promotes physical activity.
Our last SMART goal was to prioritize improving personal hygiene by brushing teeth right away when waking up in the morning and right before bed, while also washing the body daily and applying deodorant.
After evaluating our research, tracking, and data, we created a 4-week-long nutrition plan. We made sure to incorporate more fruits and vegetables. We added a more nutritious breakfast option and listed the correct portion sizes.
Next, we developed 4 weeks of meal plans for my family using principles of meal planning we learned in our foods classes. We planned for a variety of nutrients, color, flavor, and texture, keeping in mind the goal to increase fruits and vegetables and the importance of eating a healthy breakfast. We also created a 4-week-long wellness plan while keeping our goals in mind.
After doing the research on nutrition and wellness, tracking Kylee and her family's activity, and creating 2 4-week-long plans, we had to make sure that the plans could be implemented by the needs of Kylie's family.
I surveyed myself and my family after having them read through the nutrition and wellness plans. One person said that the nutrition plan could be implemented if there's more red meat options, being that we live on a farm. And one person said that it could be implemented if the screen time was specified more, being they use devices every hour at school.
We evaluated, researched, and fixed the ideas, hoping to benefit the needs of Kylee and her family. We added a few more red meat options throughout the week, making sure to make it more realistic but also healthy. We also specified that the screen time was for any time not in school, because we understand students cannot help having to look at a device at school.
Our bibliography consists of resources that helped us to complete our project as accurately and realistically as possible.
As we are concluding our project, we are making sure that we include all our project goals into creating a good and successful nutrition and wellness plan. We are making sure to meet the individual's needs and at the same time provide knowledge on the importance of proper nutrition and wellness in daily life.
Thank you for your time. One question that we thought you may have for us is, how did you become interested in food and wellness?
I believe that we both became interested in food and wellness through our future career interests. Both Kylee and I would like to enter into the medical field following college. Another way I feel I was interested in this category is through my current job as a CNA in an assisted living facility. Nutrition and wellness are so important in everyone's lives, and by having the experience of helping others like I do, has opened my eyes to how extremely important and crucial nutrition and wellness are. Another question you may have to ask is, how has your project helped others?
This project has helped my family and I to recognize the importance of the intake of nutrients and the significance of meeting the proper wellness goals in everyday life. My family and I now understand how important it is to acknowledge the use of resources such as my plate to ensure we are receiving the proper amount of nutrients. We also understand the specific amounts of wellness needs, such as hours of sleep or water intake. These points have helped my family because applying these guidelines and goals, we have ultimately made increase our personal health and well-being.